हेलो आयुष भाई, कैसे हो आयुष? हेलो आयुष जी, आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी स्ट्रीम पे? आयुष, आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी स्ट्रीम पे? सन टाड़न टाड़न टाड़न। आयुष गेमर, आवाज़ नहीं आ रही क्या मेरी स्ट्रीम पे यार? ओके ओके ओके, कैसे हो आयुष? मैंने यार बहुत टाइम के बाद स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ उसकी पबजी लाइट की। Someone send me a message. अच्छा यार, 2 की वाचिंग आ रही है। स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर दो, चैनल पे ना तो सब्सक्राइब कर देना। 1K की फैमिली बनानी है। 2025 में आएगी पबजी लाइट की अपडेट, तब तक वेट करना पड़ेगा तुम सब लोगों को। मस्त खाना पीना हुआ? अरे हाँ, मेरा हो गया। तुम अपना सुनाओ, तुम्हारा हो गया?
Form up on me.
देखते हैं सीन क्या बनता है। सचिन भाई मेरे ख्याल से स्ट्रीम पे गए या नहीं, पता नहीं मुझे। यार बड़े हैवी सीन हो रहे पबजी लाइट के अपडेट के। कोई कुछ कह रहा है, कोई कुछ कह रहा है, कोई क्या कह रहा है, कोई क्या कह रहा है, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा। किसी को कुछ पता नहीं किसी चीज़ का। सारे तुक्के मारते रहते हैं। ओ हो। अबे बहन चोद साला। बहुत ही अबे यार शिट बे यार, उसके मुंह पे आ गया मैं हील कर रहा। इसके मुंह पे मैंने हील किया। ची बे, ऊपर चला जाता सेफ रहता। उसके मुंह पे जाके हील किया मैंने। हाँ। आयुष, और तुम गेम खेल रहे हो कि नहीं? सचिन गेम के अंदर दिखा रहा है। चलो यार, ग्लोबल के अंदर चलते हैं। रुको, लड़की का फोटो है स्क्रीन पे। मैंने तभी ऐड किया, लड़की का फोटो रखा हुआ है मैंने स्क्रीन पे। फौजा मैं तो फाइल लगा ली 1-2 वीक से, परेशान होके। अरे क्यों लगाई यार प्रशांत भाई, नहीं लगानी थी ना फाइल। चट यार, ये तो बहुत गलत बात है यार। अरे यार क्या बात है, इसको एडिट कर लूँगा पबजी लाइट के लिए, थंबनेल के लिए। लेट्स गो भाई, पबजी लाइट का थंबनेल इसको ऐड करते हैं। ये तो हो गया हैवी सीन। कोई भी नहीं है। 2 मुझे ये चाहिए। अपडेट नया देखा क्या इसका? ग्लोबल का अपडेट देखा तुमने आयुष भाई? एक लिविक खेल तो उसके बाद रेंजर लगाता हूँ। ये गेमर देखा क्या? ये तुमने अपडेट अपडेट है यार। अरे बीजीएमआई के अंदर भी हैकर आते हैं यार, बीजीएमआई के अंदर भी हैकर आते हैं यार। इसके अंदर सेम ही सिचुएशन है। एक्सट्रूड लगा लेता हूँ, थोड़ा सा होना चाहिए। जाने दो यार, वैसे पीटिंग एक्सट्रूड पे जाता। और सुनाओ आयुष, तुम कैसे हो? ग्लोबल आ जाओ ना, इसमें हैकर नहीं है ग्लोबल के अंदर। बड़ा मजा है यार ग्लोबल के अंदर कसम से।
कोई ना
ग्लोबल
लंबे पा
इज अ
जान।
जीनियस यार।
हाँ जी दियो ढूंढना।
ओपन चैलेंज यार आज
मैंने
लीवे
सोचा
कर
मेरा
प्लेयर को
प्लेन आया।
ओपन चैलेंज
हाँ जी
यार
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੈलेंज ਜਿੱਤ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ
तेरा
ਫੈਨ ਪੇਸ਼
मार
ਕਰ
दिया
ਦੇਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ। हाँ जी ओपन चैलेंज एक्सेप्टेड, ओपन चैलेंज एक्सेप्टेड। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਿੱਤ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੈਨ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰ ਦੇਣੀ
अपडेट
ਤੁਸੀਂ।
तो
ओपन
बड़ा
ठीक है
मस्त
चैलेंज
यार
भाई
लेवल
ओपन
यार।
चैलेंज
सबसे को मारना
एक्सेप्टेड।
बड़े
मैं
मस्त
दिख रही हो
अपडेट वाला।
कल दे ओपन
मैं जी मानना तो पड़ेगा अपडेट। ये अल्लाह। शिट बे यार, कहाँ से पीटा उसने? मुझे तो दिखा भी नहीं, तो हेडफोन से नहीं ना, समझ नहीं आ रही है गेम। है कोई बंदा मेरे करीब? नंबर 1 मेरे करीब है।
It's safe here.
इधर आजा, अबे नंबर 1 चूतिया साला, इधर आजा।
It's
वो
safe
उसके
here.
काम चक्कर लौड़े के
Save
पागल गया।
me.
नंबर 1 इधर आजा, ओए पीछे आ। यार क्या बंदा है झांटू। नाइस, मार दिया भाई उसने। इधर आजा
It's
मेरे
safe
पास आजा।
here.
नंबर 1
Save me.
झांटू बंदा है यार। बाकी को मारा उसने।
It's safe here. Save me.
हाँ मैं तेरे नाल हाँ।
Got it. I'm really sorry. No.
मुझे बाहर जाना, चूतिया बंदा नहीं है यार। बच्चा यार, बच्चा पहुंच दे, सामने दे, सामने पहुंचने दे।
No.
हाथ लगा ले इधर, हाथ लगा ले इधर तक तो आ गया हूँ। बेंच क्या बंदा है यार ये। फक, कहाँ से मैं कहाँ तक आया हूँ। रुक जा, आराम से रुक जा। तुझे बड़ी जल्दी है, तुझे पड़ेंगी।
Help.
बे यार गेम लेग क्यों कर रहे हैं मेरा? छी बे, क्या लेग हो रहा है?
Please recall me. Awesome.
यार गेम लेग बहुत कर रहे हैं मेरा आज, पता नहीं क्यों, आई डोंट नो व्हाई। या तो माइक साउंड ऑफ है इसलिए।
Please recall me.
है कहाँ पे ये दिखता? रिकॉल भी लेना है मुझे वहाँ से यार। इधर एक ही लड़ेगा, दोनों को ले जाएगा, मैं पहले ही कह रहा हूँ।
Help! Help!
अबे बेंचोद।
Please recall me.
स्मोक कर लिया यहाँ पे। शिट बे।
Help!
चूतिए ने इसने खुद मारा यार। बेंचोद टीममेट ने मार दिया मेरे को।
I'm
टीममेट ने
recalling a
मार दिया यार।
teammate.
शिट, क्या टीममेट है?
Thanks. Wait.
रखो।
I'm out. Need ammo. It's safe here. Save me. I'm out. Need ammo. Watch out. Help. Watch out. Defends the mark.
Gee, we are back with another vlog.
आज के सब कुछ अपार्टमेंट का अपार्टमेंट
कोई नाम भी बोल दे।
यार बहुत जो बंद कर दिए
Watch out!
What? Let's come in. Okay.
Watch out!
और गन तो उसके पास भाई साहब क्या होने वाले हैं यार
सारे
हरामी बंदे नंबर वन बहुत हरामी है यार बैंडेज या कोई पेंट है आपके पास
No. Watch out!
तो आए तो अस्सलाम वालेकुम कैसे हो मियां
ऐसा पक्का तो बैठा ला रे कंधे जसूर है कंधे जसूर पक्का था
ना चैट में एक दिन हार्ड स्पैम कर दो, मजा आएगा।
Baka inaantok na kayo.
A much less favourable result, as I said before, right, for survival stage.
Well, much less favourable? I don't know.
What, than getting a direct qualification?
No, I was saying getting knocked out.
Well, yeah, more favourable than getting knocked out entirely, but it's still a really dangerous situation.
It is. I think I'd rather say the tournament.
2 days. You only get, yeah, that's true, but it's still. My point is, it's not pleasant. It's really, really tricky to make your way through the survival stages. And I'll concede you're definitely right on the fact that it's better to be in the tournament than not in the tournament. But in general, it's still got to be a big weight on your shoulders, especially if you place fourth and you only get that. You only miss out by like 1 or 2 points, or even on a tiebreaker. It's in general really, really galling to have that sort of a result unfold in front of you as well. When you see the teams ahead of you just accelerate away, and you're like, I didn't keep up with them. We are now going to have to go again. We're going to have to go for round 2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that one happen. I agree. It's not fun going into survival stage. But for, like I said, for these teams at the top side, getting that first strong game of the day, the fact that it's all 3 of them getting it, it's surprising to say the least. But yeah, it does mean that for the start of the day here, for our next 5 matches, Nick McGalaxy, Nafi, and THNQ are all just laughing really at this point in time, because they've been able to accelerate a lot of our squads. IW, NRX and Falcons still looking to put those points margins back up again, but there has just been mistakes coming through from both these teams. IW, NRX not always looking as bold and as controlling over some of their team fights we've seen over past years, and the Falcons, I would say that there's mistakes happening on that team. They're still a really strong squad. They're still putting up points margin because they all are individually very strong players, but there's just some little moments here and there from them where I'm like, that didn't go well and it could have gone better. For instance, even that 5 versus FaZe, I think although East is in boot camp, technically quite central, I think you give up the central position to make sure that you're not going down in essentially a 2v3.
And if you want to catch up with Falcons, well, you can vote for them to be the team that is interviewed. If you're enjoying the interviews, you guys, the fans, have an opportunity to let us know which team you would like to hear from, catch up with them and get you all that juicy gossip as to what they're feeling, how they're looking at the last set of the matches today, who's got last. So make sure that you are voting to say which team you want to hear from. So we'll catch up with them and get you all that juicy gossip as to what they're feeling, how they're looking at the last set of the matches today and getting on into this one. So definitely make sure you're heading on over there to have your say, because I know there's certainly plenty of interesting information out there, but the question is, who's going to have it available for us? Now, looking at this shift, that is plenty interesting, Blank. IHC at the top of Everest, overlooking their domain.
We see some nasty fights on top. On into this one, so plenty heading on over there to have your say, because I
know. There's certainly plenty of interesting information out there, but the question is, who's going to have it available for us? Now, looking at this shift, that is plenty interesting, Blank. IHC at the top of Everest, overlooking their domain.
We see some nasty fights on top of Everest throughout Group Red actually already. And this is one of the circles that I really wanted to watch. I don't think we've seen too many Everest circles before, and I always really like the dynamic of the fielded area down towards the south of Everest and the compounds that kind of lie along the base of Everest itself. It's always a really fun circle, and I think it does test a lot of our teams of how they want to play out their rotations. Do they play ruins, stay a little bit out of the way? Do they try and be the king of the mountain? Because FaZe is now looking to head up over towards our eastern side, and IHC is looking for their response, and already FaZe is getting pushed back a little bit, but I think that is from off angles.
Maxman's highlighted something as well in this in the group chat, is that we're at 12.5 minutes. This is almost certainly the longest we've seen a game go without losing a single player, and he's topped that one off with a hashtag discipline, which I think is fairly apt. He's also brought up in our group chat that this is a circle that IHC used to qualify for PMWC in the spring. So definitely something that they are familiar with, and they're ready to fight for it.
Hey man, the previous point was from the jukebox himself, is Hot Jukes.
Oh, you're right. Oh my goodness. I think it was Kalaris actually. That's my bad.
Yeah, you gotta give him credit. Credit where credit's due, you know.
No, it was Hot Jukes.
But yeah,
my bad.
We do finally lose some players. 30 minutes in. So 2 players now down, but yeah, a lot of players just looking to keep themselves on side. It needs Vengeance to lose those 2, and Vengeance, who was on the up and up there, I think they really just need to have one more decent game and keep that consistency up. But here's Falcons up against Na'Vi. This is a big fight, and already one player goes down in Lemon and is flushed out. Now, what is Na'Vi's decision here? Do they continue the fight, or do they send away? This is one of those spots where you can get good nades over towards the top. There's a little ditch here where you can see Falcons playing in. And I think for Na'Vi, it might just be a case of leave this alone, try and head further in. But Team Cases already picked up that strong compound that sits on the western edge of Everest, and Na'Vi's been pushed out into the blue.
I mean, the difficulty for Falcons here is that they are locked in as 2 here. Actually, finally, a flex out comes through. The rest of the players are a lot closer to the next circle and trying to make work on the path forwards for them, but turning RV around, that's going to allow them to regroup now to their forward position. I think they've still got the 1 player on the front foot there. Na'Vi losing 1, but we'll get away with 3, rotating up to the north.
It's a quick decision they make because they know that they're heading into stage 4. That's where the circle's going to really start to pump damage across to them. They wanted just consistent games coming through, and that circle really does not benefit them whatsoever. Though Falcons are running into quite the zone of death over on this western side of the zone. We've got Nick McGalaxy, Team Queso, Tiamba all lined up here, and Falcons were one of the last to enter. They have this small field with the ridge sides on the roads to play around with. You can see there IHC already finding the shots over towards 6, knocking him out the vehicle as they attempted to get up towards Everest. What a bold push from them.
Move all the way up into the thick of it. Falcons taking a lot of damage from Tiamba. There's the spray down onto Action, sorry. There's the nade over the top from QZ to just make life all the harder from the south side. The crunch is on. This is just a 1-player flex out from Tiamba. Nick McGalaxy really sit in front of the Falcons. That is their major hurdle, but it's just so hard when you've got a pest over the ridgeline just launching nades at you time and time again, even if he is getting backed off, but gets that healing on. The Falcons just have to slow things down. The question I have, though, is where does Tiamba go? Because of the circle shifting off of Everest, they do have to move out to the east, but there isn't too much conflict there for them to worry about.
The difficulty of heading towards the east here, though, is that you're locked into trying to play around where ASIA is playing, and then any ground towards the north side of ASIA, it's somewhat no man's land. You need a clean fight versus ISA to make this happen. That means 4 players left alive, so Tiamba's got to be pretty careful here. They do find Icy as he tries to wrap through.
Managed to get that spray down. Another knocks the back lines, and Tiamba are doing well, but unfortunately, finally an opening is found, and XC has to hit the deck as well, has to get some healing done. On their flank, Falcons are pushing in. Nick the Galaxy could third party this. We've seen them do it quite a lot before. It looks like they're going to repeat that action, moving up into the fight, trying to pick off some of these points, and in a crucial qualification position, Shan lighting up the players on the ridgeline. The Falcons are falling to it, but there's the off angle coming on through for Nick the Galaxy, who really want to pick these points up where they can. The shutdown onto the Falcon. They will be moving in again from the north side, but they pushed in, and as you say, 7 eliminations. The placement points will start to add up fairly soon, and hopefully they can keep their ascension black.
Go, but Boysil will get the explode in the vehicle, takes himself down off the back of it. I think that is just a case of trying to explode that vehicle, but took a bit too much damage from the sidelines.
These are nasty. Oh no, but they're not quite bouncing right. Nearly catching it. Finally going to be able to find that shot. That's 2 players down for Alter Ego, and ASI8 may have just been able to seal those 2 away. Very unlikely that Alva can get back in, get those reses. Just try and play on as a solo. Can't put your head up. You will get taken down. And ASI8 controlling from the fields now. Flank, I really like that duo flank out. It was worrying when they took a knock over on the east side to Alter Ego, but they picked it up admirably with a lack of roll down from Alter Ego, the lack of availability of that as an option. They have controlled this south side, and I'm really in awe of this play style right now from ASI8. I would love to see them navigate these circles so well.
For ASI8, they're doing a really good job. Again, they were one of the few teams that play down towards that south side. There is a rollout you can make. I think they understood the worry that there are going to be teams looking down from the hilltop towards their position. This is why they take this lineup, and they are just causing problems for all these teams that they know are all in contest with one another on this northeast side. Another great shot from Falak. 7 eliminations found for them. This could be a massive match for ASI8 to get them back into the picture here.
Moving that high ground angle now as Falak tries to roll on forwards. I think staying up on this hill isn't a terrible idea. It's dangerous though, and if FaZe catch this, if they capitalize on this lone player, oh my goodness, has to fall back, and that's exactly the sort of danger that I'm talking about. However, just his presence here makes things so much harder for FaZe. It means that they can't go for a clear roll down towards Incilio.
It's been a very, very well-played game here from ASA in terms of the hold on the picture. FaZe's position somewhat interesting. I mean, it's a wild rollout. They do find IQ. Mormon goes down to Noki, but potentially Resable here. Exploding the vehicle is going to be dangerous. That might be all the FaZe going down. They know they desperately need to get this vehicle exploded, but the shots coming in from Noki in a very shrouded position. Man's playing an assassination game right now.
Yeah, he's in the circle as well. Onzen's looking for that res. The high ground regroups. Falak moved in to keep people alive, but unfortunately did go down. IQ did get res in the meantime, and the nades can start to come through on this position. A bounce over the top, and Onzen's loses his teammate, but not his life just yet. Another one comes on through, but again, doesn't quite connect. Coming through on the back line, Onzen's gets that heal off. As the shots will ring out as soon as he pokes his head out.
Onzen's just trying to live. I think this is becoming more and more likely to be a win here for ASI8. Cilio Fash will find Snowix. This is still all battling off on that western side. So Nick the Galaxy do make it fair way through, get a 4th place. I think they're going to be too unhappy with that kind of result here.
Just want to remind people watching as well that we do have an opportunity to vote for a team that you want to see interviewed. If you head over to the English PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel, you can cast your vote in the chat. But let's get locked back in onto this match as ASI8 make their bid towards the top 3. 10 eliminations. For the back lines, UZM locking it down from the crate, and they have control over this. Incilio have been a roadblock for everybody trying to move through. IHC, remember as well, they're looking for a top 11 spot to try and close out this game. They've descended from the top of Everest. It looked like they may have been done and dusted, but they're into a top 3 guaranteed. Conless doesn't know which way to look though, and he has not been lucky on finding those shots either. Zjol pushed behind the building, needs some healing, but the blue zone is here. ASI8 are clamping down on this position as well, all in the meantime.
It's fair enough to come through. Zilio might have had a chance on this game. ASA, their control from that south side has been just monstrous though. Fash not likely to be brought back up into action as Westron and Redlick just attempt to try and get themselves back to a position where they can maybe fight this one out. I don't know how the meds are looking for them though. And that is Fash going down. 3 players still alive, 12 eliminations. A huge chicken dinner available here for ASIA.
A massive opportunity. Zol goes down. That is IHC done. It's now just Incilio. 2 players on the inside. 13 elims for ASI8, but a nade up to Noki. Opens the door for an upset. Incilio can look to move out here, but they're on the inside of the building. They have to leave. They have to step out into the open. The blue zone pushes them away, and ASI8 have them on a chokehold. Moving around the edge there, Westron tries to break out wide. Redlick up on the high ground, but both of them spotted. 1 and 2, and the pride of Pakistan shines through.
Absolutely, what a game from them. It looked to be getting a little bit dire for AS.